So you're curious about the future of money? Well, you've come to the right place. I hear you've been checking out KryptoKraken, learning about Ripple and XRP.
Good choice.
Right. Dennis Frank really knows his stuff.
He does. He does. And you know what's interesting about Ripple? They're not just chasing the latest crypto trends. They're tackling a problem most people don't even think about.
Which is?
The outdated system of cross-border payments. You know, sending money overseas, waiting for days, paying ridiculous fees.
Ugh, the worst.
The worst. That's what Ripple's trying to fix.
And they're doing with it XRP, right? But what makes XRP different from every other cryptocurrency out there?
The million-dollar question. See, lots of cryptos, they're mainly for speculation.
Meme coins, all that jazz.
Exactly. But XRP, it's designed with a purpose. It's the fuel that powers Ripple's network, making transactions between financial institutions faster and cheaper.
So you're saying XRP is less likely to go on those crazy price roller coasters we see with other cryptos?
Exactly. Because XRP's value is tied to its real-world use in Ripple's network, it's less affected by, say, someone tweeting about a meme coin.
Makes sense. Okay, so Ripple wants to revolutionize global payments, and XRP is the key. But how does it actually work? What's this on-demand liquidity thing I keep hearing about?
Okay, imagine this. You need to send money from the U.S. to Europe instantly, instead of going through a bunch of banks, taking forever, costing a fortune.
I've been there.
Right. ODL uses XRP as a bridge. Your U.S. dollars are converted to XRP, then instantly converted to euros on the other side, bypassing all the usual banking headaches.
Whoa, like a super fast currency swap. But are there any downsides to this ODL magic?
Well, there are always challenges with new tech. One thing is liquidity, making sure there's enough XRP available for everyone, especially for large transfers.
I can see that being an issue.
But as more financial institutions join Ripple's network and the XRP ecosystem grows, this becomes less of a concern.
So the more it's used, the smoother it gets. But you mentioned financial institutions. Isn't XRP also making waves in the world of DeFi, decentralized finance?
Absolutely. And that's what's so exciting about XRP. It's bridging the gap between that world, DeFi, and the traditional finance world.
So both sides are interested.
Exactly. We're seeing banks using it for cross-border payments and DeFi platforms using it for innovative lending. It's really remarkable.
So XRP is like this versatile tool that everyone wants to use. Speaking of big moves, what about this whole ETF buzz?
The XRP ETF. Now, this is where things get really interesting.
This XRP ETF thing is huge, right? Like it could bring crypto to the masses.
Absolutely. Imagine your average investor buying XRP through their retirement account, just like stocks. And it's not as far-fetched as it sounds.
Right. Grayscale launching their XRP trust, that felt like a big deal.
Huge signal, just like we saw with Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. And Dennis Frank seems pretty sure it's happening too.
He practically guarantees it in the article.
He's got a point. That 2023 SEC ruling changed everything. Remember how XRP was stuck in limbo for years?
The SEC claiming it was a security, all that.
Exactly. But the judge said, nope, not when it's sold on exchanges. Cleared up so much uncertainty.
Okay, but even if everyone wants an XRP ETF, can't the SEC still slow things down? They're not exactly known for their speed.
True, the SEC has its own pace, and XRP has had its share of legal battles. We can't forget that. But this ruling, it's created a much better environment.
So there's hope.
Oh, there's hope. Some analysts are even throwing out timelines, 4 to 8 months, maybe.
Wow.
But even that's a maybe. There are still regulatory hurdles. We have to see how the market develops.
Okay, so lots ifs. But let's say everything falls into place and this XRP ETF becomes a reality.
Okay.
What changes for the average investor? Why should they care?
Access. It's all about access. ETFs would open the floodgates for everyday investors who might be hesitant about crypto. Suddenly, they can invest in XRP through their regular brokerage accounts, pension funds, mutual funds, everything.
And that flood of money? That could seriously impact the price.
Let's just say it could be explosive. Now, speaking of price, you want to know where XRP stands with all this going on?
Okay.
As of the article, it's around 58 cents. But here's what's interesting. There's been a surge in trading activity.
So people are buying it up?
They are. And XRP, even though it can be volatile, it's been pretty stable lately.
Stable amidst the chaos, huh?
Yeah.
So 58 cents now, could we see it hitting its all-time high again? I think it was over $3.
$3.84, yeah.
And I saw predictions for $5 by 2025.
Bold predictions. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible, especially if this ETF happens, that kind of mainstream adoption. It could be a huge catalyst. But, and this is important, a lot has to go right. A lot.
So don't put all your eggs in one basket, so to speak.
Exactly. And remember, it's not just about the price tag. It's about Ripple as a company. The moves they're making.
Right, their partnerships. Those are pretty impressive.
Seriously impressive. You don't see this kind of strategic collaboration every day, especially in the traditional finance world. Look at who Ripple's working with. It's like they're playing chess, thinking long-term. Take SBI Holdings.
SBI Holdings, that's the financial powerhouse in Japan, right?
That's the one. And they're not just using Ripple's technology. They're already talking about launching XRP ETFs in Japan.
Wow, Japan leading the charge. That's wild. But this isn't just talk, right? Actual financial institutions are using Ripple's tech right now.
Oh, absolutely. Real-world stuff. Qualix, they're using it for U.S.-Mexico payments. Mercury FX, UK to Mexico. Even your Exim Bank, one of the early adopters, they've fully embraced Ripple's on-demand liquidity.
See, this is what gets me excited. They're not just disrupting the system. They're actually offering solutions that these big players need. So it's not just about shaking things up, it's about making things better. So it's not just the big guys, right? Smaller players are getting involved too.
That's what's so revolutionary. We're seeing smaller financial institutions, payment providers, they're using Ripple to compete with the giants.
Leveling the playing field.
Exactly. It shows how Ripple is making these faster, cheaper, more transparent transactions accessible to everyone.
It's really remarkable when you think about it. We've covered a lot, from the technical side of ODL to this potential XRP ETF and all those partnerships Ripple's building. What are the key takeaways here? What should our listener remember about Ripple and XRP?
I think the biggest thing is this. Ripple and XRP, they're not just about riding the crypto wave. They represent a fundamental shift in how we think about global finance.
It's not just hype.
No. It's about solving real problems, real issues that have been around for years.
Building a better system.
Yes, a faster system, a cheaper system, and more inclusive.
And they're not doing it alone. They're collaborating with major players in finance, which says a lot.
Absolutely. It's that combination, traditional finance and cutting-edge tech. That's where the magic happens.
It really makes you wonder, how do you see this relationship between traditional finance and crypto evolving, especially with companies like Ripple pushing the boundaries?
That's the big question, isn't it? Will we see these two worlds merge completely? Or will they coexist, pushing each other to constantly innovate? It's fascinating. I, for one, am excited to see what happens.
Me too. And if you're listening and want to delve deeper, Dennis Frank's website, CryptoKraken.com, is the place to go.
It's an incredible resource.
Seriously, articles, videos, even podcasts. He breaks down all things digital finance. But for now, we'll leave you with this. As traditional finance and crypto continue to blend together, stay curious, keep an open mind, and never stop exploring. Until next time.